Okay, so we've had a lot of technical difficulties today in recording videos. I record a video for one of the worksheets like 3 times now, and in no case has it actually worked. So maybe that's a sign that we just shouldn't do that worksheet. So that being said, because of all the technical difficulties and everything, for the time being, we're going to skip this worksheet. We may come back to it, so don't throw it away. But this little factory foreman worksheet, ignore it for this week. All that. If things are up and running, might do this worksheet. The baseball one, that's the one that I've recorded multiple times, and it just hasn't worked. So I decided what's really important here is this worksheet, the Did You Hear About worksheet. And so it says to rationalize the denominator and simplify each expression below. Find your answer in the adjacent answer column and notice the word next to it. Write this word in the box containing the letter of that exercise. Keep working and you will hear about a mistake. Okay, so remember, especially with this worksheet, okay, your work has to be done on a separate piece of paper. And so you have to do your work on a separate piece of paper, and then your answers will go on this page with the word that it goes with. So let's just go ahead and start here. It's nice. They go A through P, so it's easy. Nothing repeats. We're going to start with B. So we're going to start with something a little bit more simple. So B is 2 over the square root of 7. So rationalizing the denominator, hopefully you remember how we do that. Okay, in order to do that, we can't leave a radical in the bottom. So the way we get rid of it is we multiply by the radical over the radical. So the square root of 7 over the square root of 7. And so then on the top we get 2 times the square root of 7 over square root of 7 times the square root of 7 is the square root of 49. Okay, which then comes out to be on the top, that still stays the same. The square root of 49 is 7. Okay, and if you recognize here that we're just multiplying 2 square roots, you can just write 7 here. Okay, you could skip this step here in the middle and just go straight to this. That's commonly what I do, but for the sake of this and showing all the work and stuff, that's how I'm going to show it to you. So for B, okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write is equal to 2 root 7 over 7. And now, for A through H, I need to look at this column over here and come down, 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 down. 2 root 7 over 7. What I want you to do is I want you to write, so that was the letter B, so I want you to write B in the box here. That way it's easy to find. Okay, and then up in box B, we're going to be writing the word vary. Okay, so the word vary goes in that box. Okay. F. 4 over the square root of 10. So with this one, again, can't have that radical on the bottom, so I'm going to multiply by the square root of 10 over the square root of 10. So on the top, I end up with 4 times the square root of 10 over, on the bottom, the square root of 10 times the square root of 10. Okay, that comes out to be the square root of 100, which is 4 square root of 10 over square root of 100 is 10. Now, this is not my answer. Okay, I need to simplify. Okay, so 4 and 10 have a 2 in common, so I can pull out a 2 top and bottom, leaving me with 2 root 10 over 5. So this would be my answer here for that one. So F is, come over and write 2 square root of 10 over 5. Okay, and this is how I expect you to do it. I expect you to show your answers over here. Now we need to find that answer. 2 square root of 10 over 5 is right here. So we're going to write the letter F. And then in the box for F, we're going to write the word tried. All right. Let's do let's go with I on the right-hand side. Do about 2 or 3 more. So I is 30 over the square root of 18. Got to get rid of that radical on the bottom. So multiplying by the square root of 18 over the square root of 18. So that's equal to 30 times the square root of 18 on top. Yeah, we'll do it this way. And on the bottom, square root of 18 times the square root of 18. I don't know what 18 times 18 is off the top of my head, but I do know that the square roots go away here, and that leaves me with just an 18 flat there. Now, what I probably should have done initially over here, but actually I think it probably makes it easier because I waited. Okay, 18 can be broken up into 30 the square root of 9 times the square root of 2, okay, because 9 times 2 is 18, over 18. Square root of 9 is 3, so 30 times 3 times the square root of 2 over 18. Well, I know that 18, okay, oh, sorry, right here. 18, 3 goes into 18 6 times, so I can take out the 3 and come down here and be left with 30 square root of 2 over 6. But I know that 6 goes into 35 times, so 5 root 2 would be my answer for that one. So over here to I, that's equal to 5 root 2. Find that down here. Write the letter I in that box somewhere. I don't really care where. So in box I, I'm writing the word his. All right. I'm going to do K, and then I'll do one more. K is 9 over 2 root 45. So what I want to do first here, okay, so I'll show you where I could have gone with this one in this first step. So 45, okay, can be broken up into 9 times 5, which can be broken up into 3 times 3. I have a group of 3's there, so I can pull out a 3. So I can rewrite this as 9 over 2 times the square root of 9, okay, which is 3. So that's 2 times 3 times the square root of 5 on the bottom, which gives me 9 over 6 root 5. Okay? Now, before you keep going, I would simplify this stuff down. Okay? I can pull a 3 out of the 9 and the 6, leaving me with 3 over 2 root 5. But am I done? Hopefully you just answered no to that question. Okay? Because I can't leave this radical on the bottom. You should remember that from the book video that I did the other day. Okay? So this I need to multiply by the square root of 5 over the square root of 5. Okay? I ignore the 2. The 2 just hangs out down here still. So now on top I have 3 times the square root of 5, which is 3 root 5, over 2 times the square root of 5 times the square root of 5. Okay, you can say is the square root of 25, which the square root of 25 is, keep the top, 2 times 5. So then our answer is 3 root 5 over 10. That's all simplified, so 3 root 5 over 10 is the answer to K. So then I got to come over here and find that. 3 root 5 over 10. So in the box for K, I'm writing the word friend. If I can fit it. There we go. Almost fit it. All right, and then one last one that I want to do is O. Okay, so O is going to be the last one here. So this is going to be the square root of 3 over 2 root 6. Now this one, I can't simplify either of these radicals at this point. So what I'm going to do, I need to rationalize this at the bottom. So I need to multiply by the square root of 6 over the square root of 6. Now, this square root of 3 is irrelevant. Okay, the top can have a square root in it. The bottom is the only thing that can't. So this is equal to the square root of 3 times the square root of 6. Okay, I can write it this way, or I can combine them in just a second, over 2 times the square root of 6 times the square root of 6 is the square root of 36. Okay, 3 times 6 is 18, so the top is really the square root of 18, over 2 times the square root of 36 is 6, so 2 times 6, which is 12, but now, okay, on this top here, 18, we already have done this one, but 18 can be divided up into 9 and 2, and 9 is 3 and 3. So I can pull out a 3, so 3 root 2. So am I done? Again, hopefully you just said no, because I need to simplify this. 3 goes into 12 4 times, so this leaves me with the square root of 2 over 4. And now, come over, that's O. So O is the square root of 2 over 4. So find that up here, and then in O, I write the word and. Okay, so hopefully that gives you good progress. It's probably one of the more important things out of this section, not that the other stuff's not. I think I might send you guys out at least a picture of my work that I did on the other worksheet, and then if I can go through and do a video to explain it, like tomorrow, I will do that. So that way you have it there.